I was part of a good debate on one of the Facebook groups with 334,000 members. And the debate was that, the higher you grow your business, the less the profit becomes. And I'm thinking, why is that the case? That's probably the case because most businesses are started by trial and error. Most businesses, especially in the construction groups, most businesses start by working with their hands, then gradually they hire helpers and they grow their business. And eventually these companies can get, to 10 million, um, 20 million, 30 million, and even $100 million. But they started by working with their hands and they started with their knowledge. They never hired expertise. They never designed the business properly. They kept trying different things and eventually arrived somewhere. Could they duplicate the success? Chances are no, because a lot of companies go bankrupt. 96% of companies go bankrupt. So back to the debate. The reason why profits diminish is because they don't know how they got there. They're not using leverage tools. They're not using a proven business blueprint. They're not using, buying power. They're not part of a buying group. So when you think about it, with economies of scale, yes, getting to generally $1 million in business, generally $1 million in business is oftentimes at a loss because you're adding a general manager, you're adding a sales department, you're adding a marketing department, you're adding salespeople, you're adding infrastructure, you're adding office people, you're adding software, you're adding trucks, you're adding a lot of things, and those things cost money. So, and those things can eat up the profit. So, up at to about $1 million, sometimes $2 million if you're heavy equipment, such as landscaping, and you own a lot of your equipment, and you're not smart enough to lease the equipment to get tax advantages and so on. But that's a whole other story. So what I'm trying to say is, you get to a point where you have the infrastructure, you have the foundation, you have the office staff, adding another office person and growing from 2 million to 3 million, with economies of scale, you're increasing the profit margin. Also, your buying power is increasing. Hopefully you're smart enough to start a buying group, or you're joining a buying group, so you're getting better discounts on the material, whether it's roofing material or landscaping material, whatever that is, or painting material. It doesn't matter. It's the same principles that apply. So as you grow, as you get beyond your foundation, your economies of scale takes over. Now you're getting better pricing on marketing. Your salespeople are now producing more. Instead of producing $500,000, now you're training them to produce $2 million, $3 million. In the roofing industry, a salesperson should be producing around $3 million. If you have the right infrastructure, if you're giving them the right leads, if the leads are qualified, and all those things are in place, and you have a drip campaign to create the trusted relationship before your salesperson sees them for the first time. So it's like seeing an old friend because you've been communicating for 10 days or so. So what I'm trying to say is, if you start putting all those systems in place, right, with economies of scale and using software that replaces 2 or 3 salaries in the office, the profit doesn't diminish, it increases, right? So think about that. If you're training your people, if you're training your crews, let's say you're a roofing company and you do daily training of your crews, and you're doing daily efficiency studies, and you have what we call dismounts, and you have systems and tools and technology to improve morale, and you have what we call a dismount, where you practice, because getting to a job site, it's putting on a show, right? You park your trucks, you say go, the crew chief says go, and everyone runs to pick up the tool, runs to pick up the drop sheets, lay out the drop sheets to cover everything. It has logos, there's no trucks parked on the driveway, and you're literally putting on a show because someone should be filming this, right? If one of my videos can get 1.3 million views on TikTok, why aren't you promoting your business, especially an efficient business? And you run out of the truck and I mean, think about that. And you have, a 20-foot logo on your driveway so all the neighbors can see who you are, what you're doing. Everyone's in uniform and you're putting on a show. I mean, another strategy that we use is a door knocking campaign. We set up a barbecue on the sidewalk and we try and start a job on Friday night so the job spills over to Saturday. Then we have the door knockers with gift bags and watch that video on YouTube with bags inviting people to come and have a free hamburger on us, and we're telling stories and we're joking around, and yes, there's a hidden cooler back there, but nobody knows about that. But the thing is, you're entertaining the neighbors, and the neighbors can see an efficient crew and they see, holy crap, they're going to get that done in one day. Yeah, oftentimes we get two roofs done in one day. So it's about being efficient. It's about showing that you are top notch, you are aggressive, you are efficient, and you do daily training and you show the roofing competitions your people go into and stuff like that. That's why it's a freaking adrenaline rush to run the business, because it's a well-designed business. Your business, when your people show up on the job site, it should look like a Formula One pit crew in action. Zip, 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 the car's gone, right? That's what your business should look like. If it doesn't look like that, if people look depressed, if people look like they have no urgency in their step, you need culture, you need branding, you need differentiation, you need better motivation, you need better leadership, you need better people, you need a way to encourage them. One of the ways that we do it is, every day at break time, we invite a crew to go on Facebook Live or on WhatsApp group to tell a joke, right? And whoever, joke gets voted up, voted down, and that person can win, a keg gift certificate or Tim Hortons gift certificate or some type of gift certificate. But telling jokes, as an example, is so simple, but it gets people to think about what joke they want to tell tomorrow, and it lifts morale. It's not about productivity, it's about having fun on the job site. It's about getting your people excited so they start producing more work. Where did I start this video? So now I'm lost, but there's so many things you could do to, get people excited, and the excited people invite other people to come and join the team. And this is how your team grows, right? Because they get excited. It's about competition, it's about camaraderie, it's about having a great time on the job site. Construction is about friendships you develop on job sites when you have the right company culture. Would love to hear your questions, comments below. Reach out to me on Facebook, Theo George William Smith. Let's talk again soon. Take care.